Welcome back. We are on day 23 of our 30 days of yoga. Now we're going to come to another back bend, another heart opener. Just like we did yesterday, we're going to move on to bow pose. Now this is a step after our locust pose, Shalabhasana. So we want the spine to be nice and warm before we do this. So I really recommend doing a couple of sun salutations or maybe just a few cat-cows before we come into this, just to prep the spine, allow the spine to be lovely and warm and mobile. Otherwise, we are going to come all the way down, back onto our front body. Now laying all the way down, just like we did yesterday, we're just going to prep with a little bit of a cobra. So roll the shoulders, press your feet into the mat, and as you inhale, tuck the tailbone, lift the heart. We're just going to come all the way up. Elbows are squeezing in. Length is all the way through the chest. Collarbones nice and broad. Neck is long. Take another breath. Inhale. And then exhale, gently rolling all the way back down. So if you were practicing locust pose yesterday, feel free to just have a little prep, a little play with coming back to that space. But otherwise, we're going to start to move into bow pose, Dhanurasana. So bring the heart all the way down and just start to bend the knees. So thighs are placing all the way down on your mat. Now bring your hands to the outside edges of your feet, just the outside. Instantly, you might notice the knees start to splay out and everything starts to hang out. So can you keep squeezing the inner thighs together? Knees are directly in line with the hips, and your feet are directly in line with the hips as well. So everything is squeezing in. Now from this space, tailbone starts to tuck, and your front of your thighs really press into the mat. Start to kick your feet into your hands. So just that kicking. Now, from that space, you can initially start to lift the heart. You feel that just going, rather than forcing this and just lifting the heart all the way up. Can you really kick the feet into the hands? So much so that your thighs start to lift off your mat, and that movement starts to lift your chest. The shoulders keep rolling, your tailbone keeps tucking, and rather than your legs being all the way out here, squeeze the inner thighs and just find this lift all the way up. Neck is lovely and long, so only go as high or as big as you can whilst keeping the breath lovely and long and soft. Take another big inhale. And as you exhale, gently allow everything to come all the way back down. Release the legs. And just lay the face down onto your mat. Just find a little bit of movement through the hips. We're going to come back there one more time. So just take this break, this pause to reset. And then coming all the way back, head down towards your mat, forehead on your mat. Bend your knees. Take the outside of the feet once more. Again, so wrapping the shoulders down your spine. Squeezing everything in. Knees are squeezing, hips are squeezing. Start to kick your feet into your hands. Just that movement alone allows your thighs to start to lift. And from there, you keep kicking so your heart lifts. It's all one natural movement. Roll the shoulders, tuck the tailbone. Energy is in the feet and through the body. Long. Breath is long. Take another deep inhale. And as you exhale, gently rolling all the way back down. Heart melts back down to the floor, legs released. Place your left side of your face on your mat and just wriggle through the hips a little more. And then place the hands underneath the shoulders. Send the hips all the way up and back. Draw the knees in close and just come to a child's pose. Laying the belly down on the thighs. Head is all the way down. Find this lovely curving through the spine, just to rebalance. And on an inhale, gently patting your hands all the way to your knees and coming back to a seat. And that is your bow pose, Dhanurasana, making sure everything is squeezing in and really finding the height, the depth into the pose from kicking your feet into your hand. Staying long in the breath, and enjoy a little playtime with that one. I shall see you tomorrow. Namaste.